All right, Beer Night followers. This is still episode 29 of Beer Night.
Bonus segments.
Yes, we weren't going to do this because we were supposed to go out and drink some more. But
Steve got too drunk.
I got too drunk. Can't do it. Damn you, Garrett, and your whatever you're doing. Yeah. So instead, we decided we can this segment so we can go out, but apparently we're not going out. I got too drunk. We're gonna do top 5 music segment. Top 5. What are we doing?
Get the fuck out, dude. Good God. Top 5 music segments.
Top 5.
Top 5. It's in
lead
the music.
lead guitar players of all times. So last episode 28, we did top 5 rhythm guitar players of all time with Garrett, and he didn't like rhythm. He just said rhythm guitar players are just non-existent. That's why Garrett's not here anymore. He's fired from this episode. He's fired from this show, period. Top 5 lead guitar players of all time. This is like you're up your alley. I struggled with this. I don't know. I struggled with like my top like 4 or 5. Like I don't know. I got my solid top 3. I think is good, but 4 and 5, I'm like I could move. There's so many good guitar players. I don't know who to put in where and what to. It's frustrating. It definitely is frustrating. It's very hard.
It is. Well, it can be.
There's so many good ones.
You're a struggler.
I am. So you want me to go first, or you want to go first? Oh,
go ahead.
You want the?
I don't care.
Real musician to go first.
I don't really care. You can, if you want me to go first, I'll go first.
No, I'll go first. Since my list is better. Mm-hmm. Okay. Top.
Is that why they saved the best for last?
Yes, damn right. Oh wait.
Oh wait. Yeah. Hold on.
Hold this.
Hold it now.
All right, my top 5 lead guitar players of all times. All time.
Yes. There's not multiple times.
Whatever it is. Oof. Number 5. Oof. This one. See, I'm still going back and forth on number 5 here. Shit.
Riveting content.
I'm gonna go number 5. Tom Morello.
Wait a minute. Hold on. In the rhythm guitar segment, you said you like his rhythm guitar playing better than his lead guitar playing.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No.
Yes, you did.
That was another guitar player.
No, it wasn't. It was Tom Morello.
All right. Well, click back, watch it, and figure it out yourself. But yes, I'm putting him at number 5 because of his craziness of leads. He has a completely different aspect on doing lead guitar playing. He has he's very original. There's nothing that sounds like him. He's his own entity of guitar playing.
Yeah.
It's just his leads are just if you hear a lead, if you hear him, you know it's him. It's nobody else. Nobody else sounds like Tom Morello. And that's why he's at number 5. They could have gone somewhere else, but I think because nobody else sounds like him, past or even present, he hits my number 5. My number 4, and he was also in my rhythm guitar playing. He was Tony Iommi, number 4, on lead guitar playing. I did say this is the one where I said I like his rhythm more than his lead.
It was Tom.
Was Tom? You
Tom
sure?
Morello.
Okay. I don't know. I don't remember.
It was Tom.
Okay. But still, like, his leads are still standalone by itself, fantastic. Especially with War Pigs, even the Iron Man. But a lot of stuff at the beginning of his albums are just fantastic. What's that big old long track on the first album? What was it called? I'm gonna pull it. What was it called? Fuck.
Sleeping Village Warning.
Yes.
Warning.
Just like a lead fucking Nostradamus, like just amazingness.
Nostradamus.
I don't know. I don't know what words to fucking put in there.
He's predicting the future.
Yes. He's just amazing.
So I'll give you some stuff on Tony Iommi real quick. So what is great about him, you mentioned something like War Pigs or Iron Man.
Yes.
And what's great about him is how he transitions from rhythm to lead.
Mm.
So, like, the breakdown to Iron Man's a perfect example where the band breaks down, and I say breakdown, but really it's they speed it up.
Yeah.
I mean, they break down to come back into the main song, but the solo section speeds it up, and it's and by the way, Geezer.
Yes. Oh, Geezer, yeah.
Geezer,
rhythm,
my
motherfucker,
man.
rhythm.
And Bill Ward,
yeah.
My man, those guys fucking can they jam? And all the three of them together, just the way they fucking boom 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 boom, just and then Tony just goes into this pretty blistering solo, and then they break it down right back out of that, the boom 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 boom, boom and then dun, 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 and they just break it down. It's just it's seamless, it's nasty,
beautiful,
and it's fucking ridiculous. And the fact that Tony's just doing that all by himself now. As a guitar player all by himself, but really he has Geezer and Bill to as the rhythm section. But it is really cool how he just kind of seamlessly transitions from one to the next. That's that 70s thing, man, where they were just jamming. They were just jamming. Like, there's no overdubbing. He was just going boom, 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 boom. I'll get into another guy who does the same thing a little later.
All right, there you go. That's my number 4 lead guitar players of all time. My number 3, I'm going to go Jimmy Page, lead guitar player of all time, number 3. I just love his just tenacity and just bluesiness of a lead guitar player, and almost a little bit thrashy, but not as much. But like, just he's got a lot more blues than thrash, but like he can fucking go on lead. Since I've been loving you, it was just like a fucking lead guitar playing heaven. Almost like just unbelievable.
Pure moody blues too, like dark moody blues. That's just like, and it just goes for the throat at the same time. And it's just like it's like a downpour, like a rainstorm. Like you just feel the feel of that song, the feeling behind it.
And then just the inventiveness of Days of Confused, of just. With the bow and
the violin
bow, and the wah pedal, and it's just this guy was ahead of its time and just amazing just guitar virtuoso, if you will. It's just ahead of its time. A fantastic lead guitar player. My number 2 lead guitar player of all times.
Times.
Not
times.
There's
not multiple
That's
times.
what I say. Don't worry about what I say. It's what I say.
I worry.
Okay. John Petrucci from Dream Theater.
Okay.
I put him ahead of all those iconic lead guitar players.
You do?
Yes. Because he has such a almost like a perfectionist in his leads. And it's just so flawless, and he knows every aspect of what the song needs and leads. Just his flawlessness of technicality and what the song needs is amazing. He's so much better than the 3 that I've mentioned in technicality and virtuoso and just
virtuosity
and just outstanding fucking lead guitar playing. You got anything to add before I move on? My number 1.
John Petrucci is he's a fantastic technical guitar player. He's a great musician.
He can
overall.
play anything.
Yeah, and like his work speaks for itself. It's so dense and so complex that it's like you almost can't help but just be in awe of what he's doing.
I would say wow. What did he just play? Wow. Yeah. He's got the wow factor almost. Yeah. My number 1 lead guitar player of all times. Been doing it for several years, since the late 80s, maybe late 70s, I think. I can't remember.
There's a 10-year difference there, so hopefully we know
late 70s, early 80s. Zach motherfucking Wild is my number 1.
Not late 70s.
No, he never.
No, that would be late 80s.
Late 80s.
Yes.
Maybe,
late 80s, he was like 19 years old. So definitely not late 70s.
I thought maybe. It's true. I'm drunk. I'm too fucking drunk to remember this
Number
shit.
1, huh?
Number 1, Zakk Wylde, because yes, he's great. He's technicality is great, but he's also a great blues guitar player. He's also a great fucking thrash guitar player, solo player. He could play anything and everything, and just it's so like amazing sounding. He's got great pitch, he's got a great a great sound to his guitar. Like I don't know where that sound. Maybe it's from like his Marshall or whatever he
Gibson
fucking
through a
Gibson
through a Marshall.
It sounds so beautiful.
Yeah.
It's like he's got that perfect lead guitar playing sound, and he knows every note perfectly that needs to be played for a song. It's just like this guy is just unfucking believable, and I can't say anything else. That's my number 1, Zakk fucking Wylde, number 1 lead guitar player of all time, and he's got iconic guitar solos. No More Tears, fucking Mama I'm Coming Home, like all that entire fucking No More Tears album is just fucking amazing. And like anything you've done with Ozzy, anything he's done with Black Label Society is just fucking just unbelievable. He's so fantastic.
I mean, I would agree. Like he's number 1's tough.
Number one.
That's tough. That's tough. That's high praise.
And that's a singer and bass player talking lead guitar player there for you.
High
praise.
Yeah.
Those are my top 5s. Should I get into my honorable mentions, or we do that? We do that last.
You can do whatever you want.
Okay,
go for it, bro.
I got a shit ton of honorable mentions.
Honorable
mentions. So I almost number 5 was gonna be Jimi Hendrix.
Okay.
I almost put him there because he's like another good bluesy fucking virtuoso, and just like just his leads are amazing and they stand out for the test of time, and you just hear like that squealing of the guitar. You know it's him almost. So it's for lead guitar players, it's very hard to stand out
in a lot of
as
ways,
much, and he stands out
in
so
a lot
much.
of ways. He's kind of ground zero for
almost. Yeah, I would say almost ground zero. A lot of ways, yeah. Eric Clapton, he's got some good guitar solos, like recognizable guitar solos, but he doesn't make my top 5, but he's definitely a good honorable mention.
Hot take?
Oh,
overrated.
Oh my God, I knew you would say that. I knew you would.
Is that really a hot take though?
I don't know.
Really hot take? I don't know.
He's got some good iconic guitar solos. Dimebag Darrell, he's got some great iconic guitar solos that stand like you know it's him. He almost stands out as well. Him and Jimi Hendrix almost and Tom Morello were I was kind of wish-washy on them on my top 5. But Marty Freeman too as well. Great fucking guitar player, great guitar solos on Rust in Peace and all that shit from thrash. Brent Hines from Mastodon.
Really interesting. Okay,
because he has a different take.
Yeah, it's more rockabilly and
very much well. So he stands out. He stands out.
Sure, but you know. Okay, so you know who he also a lot of his playing has a spirit of, and that's in your top 5.
Okay,
Jimmy Page. A lot of his playing, you can hear elements of Page in there, where it's kind of that same little spirit. Not quite as dynamic, but similar, very similar.
Jerry Cantrell again has a unique sound
as a lead player.
As a lead player too, has a unique guitar sound for a lead. Angus Young.
Mr. Angus.
Mr. Angus.
He's just nasty.
He's just
nasty. He's just nasty. Like it's just yeah. He's got this.
Good Lord.
He's got this look on his face the whole time when he's playing.
Yeah, exactly.
Nasty, mean mugging.
Doesn't matter.
It's you can't see it because he's headbanging the whole time. He's constantly like this. So you can't. His face is a blur.
His face is always like this. Face is all like this.
but his the way he's playing while his face is a blur because he's headbanging the whole time. You can imagine that he's got that mean mug on, just kind of just going, just getting after it, after it.
Oh yeah. Randy Rhoads, great fucking. His leads stand the test of time with those 2 albums with Ozzy, and then what was his band he was in with?
Quiet Riot.
Quiet Riot. Yeah, he stands out. Unfortunately, he didn't do much more than that. So I figured like he still stands out, but doesn't have that what's the word I'm looking for, like longevity because he passed away, unfortunately. Carlos Santana. He's got that fucking bluesy kind of like almost like groovy solo, right?
I like Carlos. But
he's that's why he's an honorable mentions, but like I could dig his guitar solo.
I mean,
and
I
stuff.
like Carlos.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's all right. Whatever.
Some old school, right? Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Well, yeah.
Chuck Berry. B.B. King.
B.B. King, yes.
Oh, just all those players are just nasty, fucking bluesy and crazy players. What else? Give me 2 more. Eddie Van Halen, obviously. I'm not a big Van Halen fan, but he's got some fucking.
You should be
brutal fucking guitar fucking solos. Brutal guitar solos. Like just, yeah, nasty. Nasty's a great word actually for that. Just
incredibly unique.
Sick.
Incredibly unique.
Yeah. And last but I'll do Kurt Hammett is my other one. You know, he might be in that top. He's definitely in the top 10 for me for sure. He might be like 7 or 8, but he's got some incredible melodic solos, especially like towards the middle of Metallica's run during the Black Album, Load and Reload. There's great fucking guitar solos there.
Inhale some beer.
Yeah. Hot dog! Don't do that shit. But yeah, Kurt Hammett is definitely a fucking great guitar player. He's got the wall fucking locked down and loaded.
Yeah.
For sure.
He definitely does.
Those are my honorable mentions of lead guitar players. Chris will definitely school me on this one. So what is your top 5?
Well, so here's the thing about this. So here's the thing about lead guitar players is I really kind of thought about this from a subjective standpoint. It's like, what do I value? Do I value passion and like just pure kind of heart, or do I value technicality?
Yeah,
and that's really where when you get into lead guitar playing, to me that's kind of the dividing line.
Because you can hear it.
Because there's
in
guys that are
players,
super technical, and there's guys that are super passionate and just pure heart and just and go after it regardless of how sloppy or non-technical they may be. There's an element there that's palpable that just it doesn't matter, like it just pulls you in. But then there's guys that are super technical that sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes push you away with the technicality because it's not as artful and it's not as it doesn't feel as organic.
Yeah.
It's not a fault of their own. It's just sometimes it feels too clinical. Like it's just very much like you know, I don't want to be in a guitar class here. I don't want to hear something that just rips my face off. Okay. So, and then there's everything in between where it can feel like you're in a guitar class, but also rips your face off. And there's stuff that can rip your face off, but not be technical at all. So it's just kind of like where do you land? So it's a very subjective subject.
It is. Like
so I kind of bounce around with that.
So everybody will have 100% a completely different list than me and you. You guys can put a list in the comments as well. Like it's very subjective. Like it depends on like what you were saying. So
with that being said, I will get into my
5?
list that's kind of all over
where
the
do you
place.
fall? It's all over the place? Okay.
Yeah, because I tend to go with my heart more and what makes me feel more.
Okay.
And not just technicality. Technicality is important, but it really, honestly, it really isn't that important.
Let's see if we have
it really is not that important.
Things.
Technicality is one aspect of lead guitar playing. It's one of many. but just one. Like it doesn't outweigh any others. It doesn't count for two. It doesn't count for three. It's just one of many others.
All right.
With that in mind.
Okay.
My honorable mentions will the top 5. There's you could swap some in and out.
Yeah.
Particularly at the 5 spot.
That's where I struggle with too.
My 5 spot is going to go to Zakk Wylde.
Number 5.
Yeah, he's not. Woo! He's not. I'm sorry, he's not number 1.
He's number 1 to me. Oh my god, number 5.
No, right. I love Zakk. Zack's amazing. To me,
he check marks all of what you just said.
But still doesn't make
everything.
him it still doesn't make him number 1.
All right.
But so, to me, like I'll never get tired of hearing the No More Tears solo. Yeah. Like that to me is just is pure like it's Zakk being Zakk, and he was like fucking 21 years old when he fucking recorded that. It's stupid. It's stupid, and it's still one of the great guitar solos ever. It's so nasty and it's so well written, and he has so much beyond. His career is so wide spanning, particularly with the advent of BLS. Like he just has so much. There are times when he falls into the rut of like the dirty bluesy wah-wah stuff, but it still works to me. Like I don't mind it. Some people don't like it, but or not don't like it, but tire of it. To me, it always works. I love his playing. I love what he does. He's easily in the top 5 for me. There are other players that are flirting with that position that I will talk about in the honorable mentions that could sneak in there if I felt like in a certain mood that I want to swap out Zakk. But Zakk, to me, is consistently in that spot of top 5. So
okay, number 5, Zakk Wylde.
Number 4, David Gilmour.
Well, he was in my honorable mentions, but I had so many. I didn't mention it. No. Okay, number 4.
So Mr. Gilmour. Okay, so let's put some respect on this man's name, because he still, to this day, is not to be challenged. Has the most musical and melodic guitar solos ever. It's not close. Like there's not the second place is like there's nobody. It's a distant second.
Okay.
Like there's nobody that does what he does with a single note. Just and feel like a single feeling. Like he just will with a single note will convey so much.
Yeah.
So much, just with a bend and a little bit of vibrato, will just convey so much.
Nasty. Like not nasty, but beautiful. Like he's got a beautiful touch.
It's so, it's so musical too. Like when you hear what he does, it's like I can't imagine a more beautiful section being put into that whatever song. Insert song here.
Yeah. Well,
it's just untouchable.
Do you have a favorite guitar solo from him? A lot of people say Comfortably Numb, but do you have like a favorite?
So no, I don't. But I will have many that will put on a level of Comfortably Numb. One that immediately comes to mind is from the same album, same disc. Hey You.
Hey You, yeah.
That solo is fantastic. Yeah. There's so much feeling behind it, and it's just like it almost brings a tear to your eye. It's pure art, especially when within the context of the song, because the song is so deep and has so much meaning, and then you hear the solo, and the solo just conveys everything. Okay. It conveys everything and more. Honestly, the solo almost makes you feel more than what the song is trying to say. It makes you feel things about yourself. Yeah. It makes you look inward. Okay. By the way, with any form of art, especially music, that's not easy to do. To make the listener just look inward with a guitar solo and be like, holy shit. Like I see, like this makes me think about so many different things. That's just pure passion and pure art, and it's insane. And he does that time and time again with his lead playing. It's stupid. One of my favorites is High Hopes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good.
It's a lap guitar, a steel guitar on his lap with a slide. And it's fucking incredible. Like, it's just the amount of emotion in that solo. Not that necessarily that he's feeling, but he makes you feel about yourself and your own existence and your own life. Like, that's what art should do is bring those emotions out of you, and he does it time and time again. I mean, I don't know, like he's a master. He's a master.
Oh
But again, like we were just talking about, is it technical guitar playing?
No. But it's
not even in the slightest.
No.
Like it's super. If you were to try to duplicate it, it's relatively easy. If you're a good guitar player. Yeah. If you're a hack, then no, it's not. But if you're a good guitar player, you can duplicate the sounds he makes, everything he does. You can play his guitar solo note for note and recreate it and whatever. But here's the problem: you didn't write it. He did. So yeah,
that's your number 4.
Good luck with that.
Yeah. All right. What's number 3?
Randy Rhoads.
Randy Rhoads. You're
gonna. Rhoads.
I figured you would. All right, Randy Rhoads. Right.
He's. I mean, in such a short amount of time.
Yes.
If he had a longer life, he would probably be number 1, right? Because he had the technicality, but he also had the emotion and the passion, and like you hear it coming out of every note, and it's just like there's just. Every time you hear him play, rhythm or lead, it just smashes you in the face. And there's just no guitar players that can do that over 2 albums. There's just he's one of a kind.
Yeah.
He was lightning in a bottle. He was, perfect in many ways. And there are guitar players that are more technical, but not by much. There are guitar players that are more emotional and creative, but not by much.
Yeah.
He's occupies that space right there where it's kind of bleeding into both realms, and that's really hard to do.
Yeah.
And
so my thing is obviously like he's only has those 2 albums with Ozzy, but obviously he was quite right. What makes him better than Zakk Wylde?
I think stylistically, you just hear a little things. There's some little things that just jump out a little bit more than what Zakk does. For one, his classical influence. Zakk had more of the blues stuff going on, which is great in its own right. But to me, Randy's classical influence shone just a little bit brighter than Zakk's blues influence. They're both great in their own ways.
Yeah.
I'm not here to argue whether classical is better than blues, but Randy's classical approach to music, it just gave it this grandiose kind of feel and a little bit extra, just a touch.
Okay.
There's so many guitar players that do the blues stuff, and some do it fantastically, which we'll get into, but. If we're talking about Zakk versus Randy, Randy's like there's a certain Zakk is a little bit more reckless abandon, and Randy's a little more clinical. Now, depending on how you look at it, that could be a positive or a negative. With Randy, it just happens to be a positive for me because it's organic. It's different. It's a case by case basis, right? It's subjective. With Randy, for me, I like his clinicalness because. Compared to someone like Eddie Van Halen, who's much more improvisational and much more fly by the seat of your pants, Randy was more clinical, and it worked for him. It worked in a classical sense. His leads and his stuff just had a structure and a feel to it. It just felt like Beethoven. It felt like something bigger than what his stature would make you feel.
Okay, all right. What is your number 2?
Number 2. I just kind of name dropped him. It's Eddie.
Number 2. Wow, I thought it would be number 1.
No,
I thought it would be number 1 for you.
Eddie.
Right.
Eddie motherfucking Van Halen.
Okay.
So the thing about Eddie VH is the more you listen to his music, the richer it gets, and it's almost like you don't understand everything that he's doing. Yeah. So I mentioned before how Tony Iommi, right? It was really cool how he would transition straight from rhythm to lead and back again and stuff like that. Eddie does that like no one has ever done it before, and no one has ever done it since. And he was legendary about not wanting to overdub.
Yeah.
He didn't want to overdub because he's like, no, I want I want the audience to hear me going in and out of these things. Like I want it out of rhythm into a fill, and then out of the fill back into the rhythm. I want audiences to hear that. I don't want to just play rhythm all the way through and then overdub on top of it. And everything he did was seamless, and it was so perfectly in time, despite the fact that his internal clock was wacky. His leads, when you get into the skull and bones, the meat of the leads, like what's happening innards is weird timing, weird time signatures. Same thing with his rhythm playing. It's weird, but then the way he transitions in and out of it is perfect. And it's just, he had the most insane internal clock ever, because he would just transition in and out of everything so seamlessly. Yeah. But it seemed like it was going off the rails. And he was like, "Wait, there's no way he can pull this back and get it back." And then he does. And you're like, "What the fuck was that? It's ridiculous." And then his lead playing is just like, it's so unique. His techniques have been duplicated over and over and over again. He spawned so many imitators. Yeah. So many that have duplicated and that have done it to a more technical aspect in a lot of ways, but now have done it better. Yeah. Because there was a fire, a freeness, like kind of an unabashed creativity to what he was doing. That you could just feel, because it was his soul. It really was. It was his soul. He wasn't doing it being like, oh, I just want to play like this guy and do it super, pristine and perfect, and that's what I want to do. Yeah. No, he was like, this is just what I feel, and I'm just gonna play it. And he just happened to be, and he just also happened to be a virtuoso. Yeah. So
he's fantastic.
So like, there's so many things. Young Eddie was a dynamo. Old Eddie got better at songwriting, got better at melody. If you listen to something like Respect the Wind, for example, it's one of the best pieces of music I've ever listened to in my life by anybody. Not by a guitar player, by anybody. Just as a pure composition, it is mind-blowing. And it is soul-stopping. Where you just listen to it and it's like, whoa. And I remember, by the way, it's on the Twister soundtrack. Yes. So, of all places, I remember seeing that movie. Yeah. And I happened to watch a little bit into the credits, because it doesn't start right away. Yeah. And then you get a little bit into the credits, and it's like all of a sudden that music starts playing, and it's like, what the fuck? I mean, it helped that I was really into guitar. But I'm like, what the fuck is this? This is fucking incredible. Yeah. This is better than the entire movie I just watched. Because it is.
Twister's good.
No, but when that piece of music drops in the credits, it's like, this is better than the entire movie I just saw. Even though the movie is good, like the music, that music is fucking with the clouds rolling across the screen. It's like the imagery and everything. It's like, wow, this is incredible. So yeah, Eddie is one of a kind. There will never be another one like him. And there have been more technical players for sure, but he had the perfect mix of technicality and spirit. Spirit is incredibly important as a guitar player. Okay. Spirit is so important. I can't stress that enough. And that leads me straight into number one.
Yes. Let me give you a yes. Kirk Hammett.
No. Oh. Not even close.
Damn.
So, I love Kirk, but no. Spirit.
Hold on.
Spirit.
Give me one more try.
Spirit.
One more try. Dimebag Darrell.
Nope. Okay, Spirit. Jimmy Page.
Oh, yeah.
Has more spirit than anybody.
Number one, Jimmy Page. There you go.
More spirit than anybody I've ever heard. Like, and he's sloppy as fuck.
I should have guessed that, yeah.
He's sloppy as fuck. He's not technical at all. No. But there's so much spirit and soul. Soul is the other thing in his playing.
Those words right there. Those words.
Because he is literally bleeding, sweating, living and dying through his guitar. He's speaking through it in so many ways, especially live. Live Zeppelin is like, people often criticize it as being overindulgent. I don't fucking care because it's amazing. Yeah. Because they can indulge all they want. Bonham and Page can indulge all they want. You know why? Because they're fucking great. Like when Page overindulges, it's beauty. It's just pure soul pouring out through his fingers, through the instrument. Just Here you go.
Fucking amazing.
Yeah, it is. It really is, and it's and he does so much with melody. His melodic sense is very unsung, because everybody talks about how that he's a great guitar player, but he did so much with melody, especially live when he would improvise, when he's doing improvisational stuff live, when he's doing stuff that he never played anywhere near on the album, but adds so much melody to it in a live setting like that. That's stuff that no one does anymore. No one does it, and he certainly wasn't the only one to do it.
Yeah. The song remains the same as like his swan song of just guitar playing, like unbelievable. Like that's like the best guitar.
All you have to
playing,
do is listen to the live version of No Quarter.
No Quarter.
No Quarter.
Since I've been loving you is probably my favorite. Right
Stairway.
There. Stairway as well.
The extended
solo
in Stairway is fucking ridiculous.
That's the only version I play of Stairway. Is that version?
Exactly.
That's it.
Yeah.
I don't play the recorded version.
But the extended, the version of No Quarter, is ridiculous. Not the remastered version where it's 10 minutes long. No, the original Song of Same version where it's 12 and a half minutes long. His wah stuff that he does, the solo is just the melodies that he gets out of the guitar in there. Just playing live and going and improvising, it's ridiculous.
I'm gonna play that on my way home tomorrow. Yes,
it's ridiculous.
It's gonna happen.
It's pure soul.
It is,
and it's pure heart. So much heart, so much creativity and essence. Essence is the big part of it. So you will have people all the time that want to critique him that say he's sloppy, and he is. But bottom line is, it does not matter, because the essence of his being comes through on guitar, and that's so hard to do with any form of art, particularly guitar. It's just really difficult to do, and I could listen to him play endlessly on a desert island. I can listen to him play, and it doesn't matter how ugly he gets, how sloppy he gets. It just does not matter, because it's pure heart, pure soul, and pure art, and it's beautiful. It really is. It's and also, by the way, nasty. Goes for the jugular, rips your face off, rips your throat out, while also being melodic and kind of just the guy speaks. You can hear his voice through the guitar. Like I know his guitar sounds better than I know his voice. Like he's that sound. He is one with his instrument, just like Bonham is with the drums. Like they are one with their instrument. That's what they are. Like it's like a perfect storm.
You're kind of making me regret putting him at 3. I should put him at 2. Or one. All right. Well, that's your top 5. Any honorable mentions you got?
Yes.
I'll
probably forget a bunch too.
I know
I'll
you
probably
will.
forget a bunch. Number 5 with a bullet, because number 1 with a bullet on the honorable mentions, because he could easily be in the top 5.
Yes,
is Kirk.
Okay. All right. Kirk.
Mostly because of his songwriting.
Yeah.
And I say songwriting. He didn't write the songs, but I mean his writing of the
leads. Yeah.
Because they're so memorable.
He's got good memorable.
They're so melodic and so memorable. And again, he's not the most technical guy in the world, but he does occupy that space where he's technical enough. He's more technical than guys like Page. But also has that soul and that feel and that element and that musicality where you hear what he's doing, and it's like, that's fucking, it's just great. Like it's just great. It sticks with you forever. Those songs, those solos that he does in Metallica will never die, ever. Yeah, they will be around forever, and that is incredible. That's incredible. It's not easy to do that as a musician. It's not, and he deserves credit for that. He went into kind of a lull, I think. When you get into like, certainly Saint Anger was a lull.
Yeah, no guitar solos whatsoever.
But I feel like he really has started to come back as of late. I feel like there's a lot of great work on 72 Seasons. Yeah, and a lot of great work on Hardwired.
I did like his solo stuff on the one after Saint Anger. Fucking why am I blanking?
Death Magnetic. Yeah, that one
I did like his solo.
I do like it,
especially Unforgiven 3.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's fantastic.
Beautiful.
Yeah. That's very Jimmy Pages.
It's
very Pages. Where it's sloppy as fuck, but amazing at the same time.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah. But that album, I love that album so much. It holds a very special place in my heart. But it's not my favorite lead playing of his, other than maybe like The Day It Never Comes and Unforgiven 3. But I feel like Hardwired and 72 Seasons, there's a lot of great work on there. But really, it's the first 5 albums up to the Black Album. Load has some great shit on it.
Loads. Yeah.
Okay, actually, I want to stop for a second. I kind of sold Load short because
they're re-releasing that, I think.
Remastered.
But
so, like, some of the work he did on there, because what he did is he went away from shred and went to more melodic stuff.
Bluesy a little bit.
And so, Until It Sleeps.
Yeah.
Hero of the Day, that solo is incredible.
Hero of the Day,
it's super melodic and there's no technicality whatsoever. It's just pure. It's like David Gilmour-esque, right? The Wah stuff on Until It Sleeps is amazing, and it has this evil kind of dark feel to it.
Yeah.
And the tone he has is ridiculous. That's important. Bleeding Me, A La Torn. There's great lead work on that album, even though it's not a shred album everything, like the 5 albums that came before it. So anyway, he's got a lot of great stuff. There's so much there.
Who else is here?
Dimebag.
Yes.
I mean, come on. Dimebag's a fucking virtuoso.
Oh, big time, man.
So the only thing that might stop him from getting into the top 5 is that I feel like after the first 2 albums, his lead playing took a little bit of a step back. They were more focused on groove, and not focused as much on his dynamicness as a lead player.
I guess.
Cowboys from Hell, stupid.
Yeah.
Vulgar Display, great. Not as stupid, but still great from a lead playing standpoint. Far Beyond Driven, Trendkill, and Reinventing the Steel did not emphasize his lead nearly as much. In fact, it almost pulled it back a little bit.
Which album was Floods on?
That's Trendkill.
Trendkill, yeah.
So that's one of the standouts, right? Floods is one of the standouts where in those albums where you'd say this is amazing.
It's amazing, yeah.
But everything else was kind of like it took a step back a little bit. His real benchmarks are the first 2 albums. Well, the first 2 albums that people think of. After the glam rock
phase, yeah.
So, but Cowboys and Vulgar Display have amazing lead work. And after that, he pulled it back a little bit. Still did great stuff. Don't get me wrong. Like Floods is an amazing example. But overall, that's just kind of what puts him out of the top 5 is that he pulled it back a little bit.
Yeah. What else?
There's oh god. Now I'm forgetting. I'm gonna start blanking. Richie Kotzen. Richie Kotzen's a god. The god. His solo stuff, the stuff in Winery Dogs.
Yeah.
He's a virtuoso and just a god.
He's kind of like a forgotten kind of. He's not very very mainstream. Right. Yeah. He's kind of like a forgotten.
Another Richie Blackmore. Richie Blackmore.
There you go.
Boss.
There you go.
I
kind of forgot about that guy. Yeah,
boss.
He's great.
He is a boss. Yes. Old school 70s fucking hard rock, just getting after it, shredding, kicking ass, taking names. He's lost in the shadow of Sabbath and Zeppelin.
Yeah.
And maybe for good reason because those bands are insanely good. But Deep Purple is awesome. Yeah. And Blackmore's lead playing is like, ooh, okay, hello, sir.
Good.
Yeah,
shit,
we see you.
Yeah.
We see you. Tony Iommi. Yeah. Iommi's there. He's definitely there. Morello. I'll give you some Morello. Okay. Morello, creativity alone, you got to put him in there. Creativity alone.
I had him at 5, so.
Yeah, I mean, creativity alone, he's definitely there. There's one I'm forgetting. Who is it? Oh, shit. Angus Young? Yes, because of pure attitude. Pure attitude. He gets it off attitude alone.
What is your favorite Angus Young solo?
It's to me. Well, shit. That's a tough question.
It's a tough question.
It is. My favorite solo section.
Yes, I can give you mine.
Is Back in Black because of the interplay between the lead and the rhythm.
Okay.
That's not necessarily my favorite solo. It's just the interplay between the 2 guitars and the beat and the rhythm and the in the pocketness is just nasty. Yeah. But my favorite, just reckless abandon. Angus just losing his mind is probably Whole Lotta Rosie.
Yeah.
It's just reckless abandon. He just loses his mind and goes. But it's still, at the same time, it's still on key.
Yeah.
Everything's, every note hits and everything is there. But he's also just kind of just pure, insanity.
My favorite's Night Prowler. Because
that's the kind of David Gilmour-esque.
Yeah. It's just so, just like just nastiness of that.
Very Gilmour-esque.
Yeah. So that's my favorite right there. What else?
Petrucci.
Petrucci
is definitely an honorable mention because of his technical prowess. It's very clinical, which does hurt it at times, but a lot of his best stuff is when he doesn't get clinical, when he gets melodic. But then also when he gets super shreddy and technical, it's like, this is fucking...
Even when he plays with the keyboards, too, as well. Like,
the
harmonizing keyboards
it's
fantastic.
Jordan Rudess, honorable mention, he's not a guitar player, but
he definitely shreds on that fucking keyboard.
And note for note with fucking with Petrucci, which is
definitely does.
So I gotta look in the manual here because I feel like I'm forgetting somebody. So give me a sec. Right. I'm scrolling. I'm filling air. I'm making it so it's not dead air. Talking stuff things.
Anybody on my list that you see that maybe you forgot?
Give me a sec.
Marty Freeman. No Marty Freeman.
No.
I know you like scowled when I said that. Marty Freeman.
No, he doesn't. To me, he's not in my top 20.
No.
Like
really? Wow.
No, I don't. He's too clinical. Like I like. That doesn't mean I don't like his stuff. I do like it. Like I'll listen to it and be like, yeah, this is cool. I like it. But I'm not like, oh, this just really grabs me because it feels like it's just clinical guitar lesson. Like I'm gonna run through a scale and kind of show you the ins and outs of the scale.
How fast
there's not a lot of. It's not even really speaky. It's not speedy. Dave's the one that tries to be overly speedy. Dave tries too hard to be speedy.
He does.
He tries too hard. Like it's.
Where does Dave Mustaine fit in your category? Does he fit in the rhythm, or does he fit in the
rhythm? I've never liked Dave as a league player, other than a few solos of his. There's a few solos of his that I really like. Yeah. But as a whole, I've never really been a big fan of his as a lead player. Okay. As a rhythm player, he's almost second to none because he's super technical as a rhythm player. We could get into soul and feel and stuff like that. It's a whole nother argument. But
all right,
as a lead player, I've never been a huge fan.
Huge fan of Dave. All right.
I preferred Friedman. Hendrix is a great honorable mention, by the way.
Hendrix,
it's great. Hendrix belongs in the conversation because of his the way he really revolutionized.
Almost like the beginning of it. Besides BB King and the other guy.
Yeah, but Hendrix was different. Hendrix was a cut above because he came out with that attitude.
BB King's more bluesy, right? Like in that bluesy feel. Hendrix more was like the almost a little bit fast paced, almost a little bit thrashy, but like.
Well, he was super bluesy, but was more aggressive.
Aggressive. There you go. That's the word I'm looking
for. He wasn't as aggressive as Page. One of the things I always liked about Page, which I kind of forgot to mention, is his. I mentioned this a little bit with Whole Lotta Rosie. Page had that reckless abandon. Yeah. Where he would just go and just like go off the rails. To where you could say it was sloppy, but also it added an element to the music that was like. Okay, this feels intense. Like it's intense, and it's not easy to do. To give that feeling to a listener, and so the intensity was there because he was going for broke, and Hendrix started to go in that direction where he was a pure blues player. He wasn't playing classical. He was playing blues, but he started to go into that more, especially when you listen to something like Voodoo Child. Like it was more of that reckless abandon type thing where it's just let's go for the jugular, go for the jugular, hit it hard, hit it fast, and leave people's faces melted. I mean, and that's as a lead guitar player, it's kind of what you have to do. In a lot of ways, you either have to touch their soul, or melt their faces, or ideally a bit of both.
Right.
That's it.
Bottom line. All right.
Do I have one more honorable mention?
One more honorable.
I thought I was forgetting somebody. Maybe not. Killing Time.
I don't know, Johnny.
I think that's it. I think I'm good.
Perhaps.
I'm probably good.
Yeah. No. Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Oh yeah.
Chuck
SRV.
Berry,
SRV.
Jeff Beck. a lot of. I'm not a big fan of Jeff Beck, but a lot of like
Jeff Beck's good.
Like I've heard a lot of people say good things about him.
Yeah,
like,
he's good. He's good. SRV is way better. Stevie Ray Vaughan. You can't fuck with that shit.
All right.
I mean, the ultimate blues player Stevie Ray Vaughan is. He's kind of the benchmark, the ultimate. Because Hendrix had a little more of the rock feel.
Yeah.
B.B. King wasn't as good as Stevie Ray Vaughan. Like you just see, Stevie Ray Vaughan is if you are looking for an MVP of blues, you're like this guy. You want someone to play you blues and fucking just shred your face off at the same time. Yeah. You put Stevie Ray Vaughan in there and you won't be disappointed. Yngwie Malmsteen from a neoclassical standpoint. Probably deserves an honorable mention. Never been a big fan, but he probably deserves an honorable mention. Steve Vai, same thing. Steve Vai.
Steve Vai as well.
Neoclassical mixed with blues. Yeah. That's Steve Vai.
Okay.
But if you want to go the ultimate neoclassical, we kind of touched on that with Petrucci a little bit.
Yeah. Anything? I know we're going kind of long-winded, but I want to pick your brain on this one. Anything new, like new guitar playing, new lead guitar players that are, between the 2000s that we're in right now that catch your attention? That we've talked about all these guitar players, and a lot of them are from the 70s, 80s, 90s. The virtuosos from then. Anything new, like new guitar players that catch your attention in this day and age?
Well, sure, there's plenty. Would I put them in the honorable mentions? Maybe. Like Brent Hines, I see you work. I see you working there, but I wouldn't necessarily put him in honorable mentions.
Okay.
An obvious one that stands out to us at least would be John Dones from
Shadows Fall. Yeah.
I don't know that he's quite in honorable mentions, but he's close. He's right there. The only thing
good work on Anthrax in the last two albums.
The only thing that hurts him is
last one album.
He's a fantastic guitar player. The only thing that hurts him is he comes after all these people.
He does. Yeah.
So everything that he's doing has already been done. It's not his fault. It's just the nature of the beast.
It is.
So, I mean that's kind of other than that, there's not a new guitar player that has really jumped out. That has kind of like been like, oh wow, well, holy shit, what are they doing?
Yeah.
By the way, especially Jack White, stop it, people.
Whoa,
stop it.
Dun,
stop it. Anybody who says he's a great guitar player doesn't know fucking shit.
Ending.
And even that. Even that shit he did with the whammy pedal, where it's like, all he did was rip that off from Tom Morello.
He's so great.
All he did was rip that off from Tom Morello. It's
because he's more mainstream.
To be fair, it sounds cool, but Tom Morello already did it, so it's not like he's he didn't do anything particularly innovative. He just ripped something off from somebody else. And by the way, it's not technical at all. He's literally just turning a knob on a pedal while letting the guitar ring. And it was cool when Tom Morello did it because he was the first one to ever do it. But when Jack White does it, everyone's like,
what about the what's this guitar player's name? He plays with In Flames right now, but wasn't made
Chris Broderick?
Yes. What do you think about him?
Super technical.
Yeah. He's very technical,
yeah. But beyond that.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, maybe I haven't heard enough of his stuff, but he's a great guitar player, don't get me wrong, but I'm not putting him in the top 20.
Okay.
No. Because
I mean, this is like the new, I'm not honorable mentions thing or top 20 or, but like I'm just trying to get your opinion on like new guitar players. Have you heard anything that catches your eye with new? Like it doesn't have to be like top 20 or top 10 fucking honorable mentions. Anything new.
Here's the thing too is that
any new guitar players catch your eye.
Here's the thing too is that style of guitar playing doesn't really exist in that much in new bands where you're the really out front dynamic lead player, because we're talking about lead players.
Lead.
That's been kind of, even though it kind of came back a little bit after nu metal, it still didn't really fully come back to where you have the guitar heroes, so to speak. That hasn't existed in fucking
I know
long
it's
time.
definitely not there as much
so anymore, it's just not a thing. It's just not. I mean, what's the last one you remember?
I don't know. I just don't. Yeah, it's hard.
Exactly.
I mean, Brent Hines is the only one.
Brent Hines is never hailed as a guitar hero.
No, but I mean, his leads are they stand out, but not as like a guitar hero is. But that's the only kind of one I can kind of think of. I mean Gojira, but they don't really play leads as much.
It's a rhythm band.
It's a rhythm band, yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
There's
not
guitar,
much.
There's no
not
like guitar hero
no.
anymore. Like that really it died with nu metal.
Kind of did. Yeah.
And then it made a comeback of sorts in the Gothenburg sound and then the metalcore sound and guys like Zakk Wylde and Shadows Fall, John Dones were waving the flag. But they waved it harder than anybody else.
Yeah,
like the bands after them, like they didn't. There's bands that still did it, like Machine Head comes to mind, right?
Yeah, Machine
Head. But but those bands were really waving the flag of like, hey, we can still do this shit and make it sound awesome and badass. Yeah. But Zakk Wylde was already a guitar hero. Yeah, John Dones unfortunately never really became a guitar hero because it felt like people were over that and kind of they liked it. Like it was cool that it was making a somewhat of a comeback. Lead guitar was making somewhat of a comeback to where bands like all of a sudden Shadows Fall was doing it, making it cool, and then all of a sudden bands were like Disturbed were like, oh, we'll put a guitar solo in because even though they never did that before.
Even Lamb of God. Yeah.
I remember the first time I heard a guitar solo in Disturbed, I'm like, oh, so now you think it's cool, so now you're gonna fucking play guitar solo. Okay, yeah. Even though before, when you guys would be interviewed in magazines, you'd be like, no, guitar solos are dead.
They're dead, man. Yeah. So, we're looking for the next one, so whoever you are, step up.
I think this doesn't really qualify, but I think Wolfgang Van Halen is doing some cool stuff. But not really as a lead player, more as a songwriter.
You seen her new video?
No.
We're going to have to watch that. We should have done a reaction to that, actually, honestly, but I failed on that part. We're gonna check that out. After. It's fucking fantastic. Really? You're gonna love it. I could see that one right there.
But maybe. I mean, he's more of a songwriter than a lead player. Like he does play lead, but not super dynamic, like not in your face. Yeah. That kind of style of lead playing is more. It's much more rare than it ever used to be. So it's just like that's why there's just not like the guitar hero where you have someone like Eddie Van Halen coming out that just blows people's minds, or even like a Zakk Wylde, like that just he's a later addition, but to where people are like, oh, this guy. You just don't really have that anymore. Yeah. Music industry. First of all, that kind of music is not mainstream at all.
No, not anymore these days. No.
And the only bands that are mainstream that do that stuff are legacy bands like Metallica and stuff like that, where it's like
do guitar solos, but it's leads and stuff.
Yeah, it's like other than that, there's no new bands that really. No. There's new bands that do it, but they're not mainstream.
It's not there yet. Not there yet. We'll get there eventually, maybe. We'll see. I don't know. But that wraps up episode 29 of Beer Night for the second time. That we're doing second wrap up of Beer Night. I don't know where I'm gonna shove this segment in. I might just do it standalone. I don't even know how long.
You should have just said.
How long have we gone? How long? What does it say?
You should have just said. I don't know where I'm gonna shove this in. Then I would have been like, that's what he said.
That's what he said. Yeah. Damn fucking right.
That's an hour, sir.
Oh, I love talking music with you, man. It's great. It's great shit. We're gonna probably talk more music after we shut this down as well. So. Keep following us, keep subscribing, keep staying with us. We got more content coming your way. Maybe in June. Maybe Chris might come to Coalinga? That's interesting. Yeah, big fuck you to you too. We'll see you then on episode 30 next time. This is episode 29. Too sweet me, bitch.
Nobody knows what Coalinga is.
Well, they know now. They can Google it.
No, they don't.
There's a Google machine.
Nobody's gonna Google fucking Coalinga.
Yes, it's a great
small
town
in funny?
California.
You know what would be really funny if our dog shit video
yes
would cause a spike in the Coalinga Google searches, and I imagine it probably would because nobody's searching Coalinga. So even if 5 people.
So if you search Coalinga Whistles College Theater, we're on it. Me, you, Tom's brother on it. Just give me a heads up.
What was his name?
Was it Tom? Was Tom's brother? Oh, fuck. What was
bad with names?
Tom's brother. That's his name.
No, well, he was in our band for
I
a
know
while.
he
We
was.
should know his fucking name. That's embarrassing. He was in our band for
He
years.
was.
How do we
No,
not know
for
his
like
name?
about 2-3 years, right?
What the fuck
2
was his
years?
name? I wonder what's going on with that kid.
I don't even know.
Honestly, I like that
I know
kid.
Tom.
I wonder what's going on.
Tom is filming. He's doing film.
Well, yeah, because Tom whores himself out on Facebook, so we know what's going on with him. But his brother, like, disappeared off the face of the earth.
Yeah.
He literally fell off the face of the earth.
Yeah.
He's a cool kid, too. I like him.
Yeah, he was cool. He wasn't bad.
He's much better
than Alex.
Low bar. There. I was going to say he was better than Tom, but you went Alex.
Yeah, I went Alex. Yeah. Better than me, probably, too. I suck at it. Although we got
fuck was his name?
I don't remember. What was Tom's brother's name?
Many beers.
Too many beers.
Brain cells.
Yeah.
Gone.
15 years later. I'm trying to remember fucking somebody's name.
We did play music with him quite a few times. Shouldn't know his name.
No idea.
Tom, what the fuck is your brother's name?
Tom, if you're watching this still, let us know in the comments, Tom.
He was in the band before and after Alex.
Well, I wasn't in before Alex. I was in during Alex and then after Alex.
But the bass player, whose name we do not remember, was in
Does it
before
start with a B or
Alex.
no? B, maybe. Sure. B. Why are we still recording this? I don't even know. That wraps up. That's it. We're done. Too sweet. Good night. We'll leave you with that.
Fuck you and your wrestling.
All right.